always like cars since my dad did some racing when he was younger, so I guess he got me into it. You know, I don't have much experience on them. I crashed the drifting. Papa radio. We didn't have space to do the dual-in. Henry wanted to keep the whole concept here. I was champion of the amateur division.
Yeah. So you have like 3 cars that you know people really want.
Yeah, 2.5.
Hey guys, so this is another video on our channel. Today I'm with Luciano, aka Luigi. He's the owner of Automotive Perspective. He has done all the work to this car. I know him since he was 9 years old, so he's been a pain in my butt for over 26 years. But I couldn't trust nobody else with this car, and you know he's more as a brother than as a friend. So Luigi, please talk to us about you a little bit, how you got into this crazy automotive world.
Well, I mean, I always like cars since I can remember. So, you know, started like working on cars with my dad, with my friends, and then eventually got to, you know, work on them professionally, I guess.
But did it start with a video game, or it was mostly like something personal? I do remember you and I, we started with soccer. That's our thing. But I also remember you with cars.
Well, to be honest, I like cars since I could remember. Like when I was a kid, you know, I just remember like fake driving on my dad's car. My dad had a Renault Fuego, yeah. So like I would like act like I was a speed racer, you know. My dad did some racing when he was younger, so I guess he got me into it. So since I remember, I was like into cars pretty much. I always, since I can remember, actually there's a funny story. When I was a kid, my mom tells me that when I was a baby I couldn't sleep, so they would put me. My dad had a Ford V8, and they would put me inside the car, and like you know the rumble, I would stay asleep. They would turn off the car and start crying. So I guess I like cars since I can remember. I don't even remember that story. My mom told me. So yeah, I always like cars.
So you're specialized mostly on BMWs and JDM.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, BMWs and JDM. But I mean, you know. I'm branching out to a lot of Volkswagens and some Mercedes actually.
So European and JDM.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you do muscle cars or American?
No, I don't have much experience on muscle cars. I do respect them, but like I don't have much experience on them.
Okay. And what's your favorite car?
Ooh, that's hard, man. I like so many cars. It's so weird. I don't have a favorite car. That's so weird. I don't.
But I know a couple that you like.
Well, yeah. I like a Hachiroku, you know. The Corolla.
Well, you had a Hachiroku.
I did have one, yeah. I crashed the drifting.
Yeah.
Hachiroku, I like the FD.
You have an FC.
I do have an FC, yeah.
10 edition, right?
10th anniversary, yeah.
10th anniversary. Yeah. And you also have a Subaru.
Yeah, first gen, GCA.
Okay, and a Mach 5 Supra.
Oh yeah, Mach 5 Supra, yeah.
So you have like 3 cars that you know people really want.
Yeah, 2.5.
We're gonna put those cars on the video. He's gonna provide us with some footage of it. I do have some, but he's gonna give us more. Actually, with him, we went to the track event that I posted last Sunday, so you guys can see that down below on the link. So tell us about Skip Barber. You did a couple of years of it.
Yeah, I did a Formula, Skip Barber, the Pro Series racing.
For how long?
So I was champion of the amateur division. Then I did the pro division. So like a season, full season. So it was like, I would say 2.5 seasons.
Okay.
I was doing good actually, but I just couldn't cope with the pressure. So
too much pressure.
Yeah, I'm more of a laid back type of guy. So.
Yeah, I know that you don't like the attention.
Yeah.
No, not that type of person.
No, I couldn't concentrate. I was out of like, I was good at driving. I just wasn't good at the pressure. Okay. I couldn't hold the pressure. I just couldn't do it. So I was like, that's not for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't.
So now let's go to the thing that we're really here for, the shop. What made you do this? And it's a very pristine shop. Like for me, the way it looks and how clean and the detail to everything shows a lot of your character. That's what I see with the car also.
Yeah,
this is a reliable car since you put the hand you, of course, the parts, but they hang because he hasn't, like, for over a year that I haven't had a single issue with this car.
Pushing it.
I'm pushing it, yeah, because I track it. I took it to Homestead twice, and then I track it with you on AMR, and then we're going to AMR on October 2nd. So that was gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So, but I want to know about the shop. Like, they want to know about it.
I mean, I try to do different things. I always been doing mechanics, and then, you know, I always been doing mechanics, whether it was amateur, like working with friends, or like, you know, like doing some side jobs, whatever. So one day I was working for another place, and I mean, we talked to my dad, and like, you know, we were thinking already about like starting our own thing. And that's when I got the Subaru, the GCA.
Okay.
So the idea of the GCA was to build it with just, you could buy one brand new part and the rest had to be scavenged from everywhere. So the car had to make 300 horses and it had to be reliable. So I decided to buy the ECM for it. That's the part I chose to buy. And then I did all the wiring myself. I scavenged the motor and the transmission in Orlando. It was a mess, but like, it came out and like it worked. So I guess started going to shows and stuff, and people saw the car that, you know, was working. I told them about the challenge and stuff, and then, you know, people started bringing me the cars, Subarus, to do work on them and stuff like that. And then eventually with my dad, we decided to, you know, it was time to open up something. So I'm like, you know, I guess that's what I was meant to do, work on cars.
Well, that's been your passion since I remember.
Yeah, apparently I liked it before I remember, so.
So, you know, it makes sense for you to own a place like this.
Yeah, the important thing is that I'm very, you know how I am, I'm very like picky, attention to details.
He's a pain in the butt. He's a perfectionist.
Things gotta come out good, man. So it's like, it's hard when you work for somebody to try to, like, you can't really express yourself completely. So for me, cars are art, really. So it's like, you know, like, they're a work of art, you know, like people, you know, companies make it and then people make it their own with things they do to it, the way they draw them, the way they modify them. So I wanted to kind of like express the art through, you know, that's what I could do. I have a big imagination, I can't draw for shit. So yeah, you know, that's what it is. So you know, I decided to open up.
So now the last question for you, all of you guys, how you came up with the name? Because this name is very representative to the community. Why? Because everybody has a perspective of cars.
Yeah.
Your perspective is different than mine, and then John's perspective is different than yours. So it's in reality, what you just say is art, and everybody try to show part of
art is perspective. That's what it's all about. So like, since I think cars are, you know, it's art. So automotive obviously has to do with cars. Automotive. I had to put it in the name because of, you know, business issues, you know. And then perspective is just every car is what you make of it, the perspective. You know, it doesn't matter if you modify a Geo, if you modify a CA, if you modify a Lamborghini, doesn't matter. It's like, you know, it's the way you do it, the way you see it, and the way people see it, you know.
Alright guys, so we're gonna put some footage of the RX-7 that he's building. He's in the early stages of that. We're also gonna put some footage of the Supra and the Subaru. And well, I want to thank you for your time, bro. Like, really, I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you have done to the car. I love it. Today, I think I sent you a text message telling you about the cooling system of the car. It's super hot in Miami, so you don't imagine, like, driving this car. You don't know what to expect since the mechanical aspect of the car is so old. Even though they were advanced for the time, they're old, and he made it very, very reliable. We switched the clutch fan to an electric fan, and he did all the work.
Electric fan, single circuit per each, so safer too.
Yeah. So now, also, I'm gonna put some footage of what he has done to the car. He's gonna explain real quick what he has done to the car, so you guys can know. Okay. So, Luigi, what have you done to the car?
A ver si me acuerdo, porque te hicimos tantas cosas.
I'm already recording.
Oh gosh.
But we did it already.
Okay. What I've done to the car? Oh man, so many things. I guess we start from back, forward. So the subframe was dropped. We changed the bushings. something stronger to, you know, to hold off better a little bit on the power when the mods are coming to come. Wheel bearings. We had to adapt wheel bearings from 300CX actually, because we couldn't. It was hard to get the Skyline ones, so we kind of like, we got lucky that we were able to kind of find, you know, like the pieces to make it work. The bearings, when we picked it up, it was like they were bad. So we did the bearings. We did the Hikas Elite. The Hikas was like, the car was going everywhere, so we did the Hikas Elite. Hikas Elite on here. We did all, obviously, just that's something I recommend doing the maintenance on the cars. So we did the whole Altisa system maintenance, all the diffs, the transmission, the engine, obviously, everything, you know, everything to put it up to date on the fluids, pretty much. I recommend whenever you get an old car or whenever you buy a new car, especially used, just do, the first thing you do is service. And then you see what you start, like, you know, fixing and upgrading. Obviously, we did the rims, the tires, rim tires.
He chose the size.
I remember we were
everything. It was a pain, but he did it. It's so flawless and perfect.
Custom made GTR.
Oh yeah, he actually gave
GTR
me
concave.
this. He actually gave it to me as a present. The GTR centerpieces.
Yeah, that's sort of cool. Let's see what else. Oh,
the interior.
Yeah, the interior. Which I'm gonna admit this was Andres' idea. The interior. He wanted to do it. I'm saying wait a little bit. He wanted to do it. It looks good. So we have the interior. This whole thing was taken apart completely. It was taken apart.
The videos are gonna be here. You guys gonna see what he did to a car.
This was like, it was completely taken apart, and now like actually it looks like a decent car. We got the seats. We got the special brackets. If you guys want to know some ideas in the future of how to install these things, I mean, like videos could be made about like little tutorials and stuff like that. A steering wheel, quick release. So we got a quick release steering wheel. We gotta get the horn in there. We gotta get the horn working. So one of my favorite mods, believe it, the radio. We got the radio that comes up. You have the keys right there?
Oh yeah. There's somewhere. Yeah, I get your keys. Here you are.
We got the gauges on there. We want to make them genuine style, so we decided to mount them in here. We have the pop-up radio. We didn't have space to do the dual-in. Henry wanted to keep the whole concept here, so we got it this way, that it comes out in and out whenever you know, you need to work on it. So you keep the stock gauges and stuff like that. The whole air conditioning control. Something very cool that I like. Henry did the boot. He ordered this one directly from Japan.
Yeah, from Kikaku.
Very nice, very nice. We got the little trim pieces and stuff. Let's see the motor.
He also put on new speakers.
The speakers.
Boring.
Oh, the speakers. They were having speakers. Yeah.
I asked him about it, like what not to do when taking out the.
What not to do. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright, so let's see right here.
So the engine, which is pretty much stock, but it has done a lot to it.
Yeah, pretty much stock, but like we're coming to this is gonna get built completely, so it's gonna be, I'm really looking forward to this, honestly. We did the radiator. We upgraded the cooling system on the car, the cooling fans and stuff. Like I mentioned,
he put them here.
Dual system to dual relay, try to make it look factory, obviously. We did the oil relocation kit, because if anybody knows anything about this RB26s, to change the oil is a pain in the butt. So we kind of get it there. We have the feedback from right here. We could get feedback for the gauges to get them as accurate as possible. Then, you know, a bunch of maintenance stuff. The clutch master cylinder, the clutch slave cylinder were replaced.
The booster?
Yeah, the booster, yeah. That comes with the clutch master. That was replaced.
Tell us about this.
Okay, at that moment I did not have black silicone, but like the car started acting up all of a sudden. It's a very known problem on the RB26s. So I had to come up with something and figure out how to like get it running. Remember, Henry had an event, so he needed to get there. So I brought it here, took it apart, soldered the chip back in there, and you know, close it up with silicone. So I had to open it up because it comes sealed from factory, and I had to obviously seal it so the water won't get in it. But I had
and
to.
you guys want to know something? Since that day, the car has run perfect. I think that was the last issue that we fixed.
Yeah, that was really crazy. Like,
And
I
that
didn't
was
think it was gonna last. I
crazy.
told him, bro, this is so you get to the event, and then, you know, we have to like source one out because when you get these used, they suck.
No, either source it or get on plug and play. That was going to be the cheapest solution.
Yeah, because when you try to do
This is actually more expensive. Than two of them is more expensive than getting just a plug and play.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous. So we got lucky. Took it apart, soldered all the connectors in there all again. I redo all the solderings on them, and it came out good. It worked out good, so I'm happy for that. Obviously, these motors come with belt.
Took it
So
apart.
the first thing that has to be done is obviously the timing job. So timing work was done on the car. We upgraded to Gretty or HKS. I forgot which one it was.
I forgot to be honest.
Was it
I know it's
purple?
one of them.
Purple, blue, one of the two.
One of the two.
So I know
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was, we upgraded to the belt.
Tell us about the water pump.
Oh God. Okay, the water pump. Okay, so as you know, you're doing the job on the timing belt. The water pump is there. It's good practice to replace, especially from another car, obviously. So, well, we want to go with
N1.
the N1 pump.
I didn't bought it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So we're gonna go with the N1 pump because obviously it gives you less cavitation when you step it on it. So we got it, and well, everything we put it in, everything went smooth. The first 3 pulls, water everywhere. So it turns out that on certain RV26 motors, I mean, obviously we didn't know this. This was my first time working on a Skyline, really. Like I did a lot of Silvias and stuff like that, you know, SR20s. I played around with them, but this is the first RV26 that I touched, pretty much. So I didn't know about that. So it turns out that some 89s and 90s, they have like the water pump that meets the block. There's a little turn that turns in here like this. So they had like a little bit more shape than normal. So there's a little tiny hole that doesn't match precisely to the engine, the pump, the newer pumps. So obviously, once the gasket maker broke off, it started spilling water everywhere. It was crazy.
So for you guys' information, if you have a 89 to a 90, and depending, I think it's the early blocks.
Early blocks, yeah.
Of the 90, N1 pumps won't work.
Yeah, they will not work.
So it has to be stock pumps that will work on those blocks. Yeah. After 90, probably half a year, then they do work.
There's a notch on the top that you could tell the difference. Like you gotta,
So
maybe
guys,
with the 2 pumps outside, you could do a long video with more details.
Yeah.
Because if you tell it on the air, it's gonna be kind of hard to.
But for you guys, like he went to a rescue, and that was during the pandemic.
He was.
He went to a rescue because the car left me stranded in Costco, like 20 minutes from the shop.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because 2 times the car has left me stranded 3 times. One with the radiator that he changed, he put the coil, and then one with the water pump, the oil pump.
Alternator.
And then the alternator. The alternator. No, it was 4 times because the alternator you went to my house.
Alternator, a radiator, but the radiator was about to. He didn't.
Yeah, that was me.
Lucky. So he didn't leave it stranded. So it was a alternator, water pump, and what else? That's it.
Alternator, radiator, water pump, and clutch.
The clutch, but like the clutch and the radiator, you were able to drive it here.
The clutch we brought in a tow truck.
That's true, we did. Okay, but
and the radiator too. The alternator and the water pump we didn't.
So
the water pump we did.
Another advice right there. You get one of these cars. You buy one of these cars. Put a new alternator. Upgrade the radiator. And the water pump, you guys already know. Like, you know, whenever you do your timing, make sure you get something that matches good. And no, that's about it. Those are the main things, like the main things. And yeah, change your battery. Just change the battery. We did that as well. We still kept it. We still kept the JDM plugs, the smaller ones.
We're gonna change it to our American plugs.
Yeah, just to make it easier.
Whenever we build the engine, we're gonna.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe most likely relocate it to the back. You know, all the little details are gonna get fixed on the car. I mean, this car is gonna get taking all apart completely, and it's gonna get built from zero. You know.
Yeah. So hopefully, guys, eventually you're gonna go see this whole build from scratch, and you're gonna see he doing the magic on this car, and then you're gonna see. You guys are seeing the before.
By the way,
you're gonna see after.
If you're looking for a JDM thing battery, and you just want to go buy it at AutoZone, you buy one for Prius. Toyota Prius. So they have the small kind of terminals. Another thing, hey, we forgot BC coilovers.
Oh shoot, yeah, BC coilovers.
We got the coilovers.
Oh, that was a fun job.
Yeah, the coilovers were adjusted, the height and the rebound and stuff for the track.
So
Henry, that day, the track actually, you were getting better times than a bunch of new cars.
Actually, I did, but it was after you rode with me and you gave me some pointers.
But you were driving.
No, I know, but I brought it up from 60 seconds to 55, which you guys are gonna see, or you guys already saw me on the video from last Sunday. So that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Also, like you see, the stance is pretty sick. He did all that. So, as you guys see, this is all he has done for now.
Oh, we upgraded the LEDs, bro. We did so many things. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, LEDs. He did all that. There is a lot of things. Also, the whole sauce is a project coming somewhere here, or is my sauce
Up there.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Up there in the power section.
It's lost.
And my original GTR seats, which I'm gonna sell, are up there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere there.
So yeah, guys. So you can see this is his shop. If you guys want, please visit the Instagram. Again, I'm sorry if I'm being too repetitive, but he's a great mechanic.
Follow him. I'm gonna put his Instagram. Take a look at his Instagram and the work he has done. You can follow him down below. Also, please subscribe and give us any comments or any ideas that you guys want to see on the channel. Like I said before, this is about cars. You know, it's always going to be about cars, mostly about the R32, but this idea of interviewing people like Luciano that are very important to the community, that gives a lot to the community in the aspect of he's the one that actually put the work and the time on these beautiful machines and trying to restore to the former glory is very, very interesting. So I want to thank you, bro, for the time.
Thank you, man.
And for being here on the channel.
Yeah, cool, man. Awesome. Looking forward to more videos.
All right, man. Thank you. Bye, guys.